Okay, everyone, welcome to Ochara on House 2 TV when I get to bring to you amazing people, celebrities, and superstars, and just great minds, creative minds, people that are totally awesome, people that deserve to be on the show. It might be you. But for today, I have an amazing man with me. I like to call him my yuppie puppy daddy. How are you today, sir?
How you doing, yeah?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Well, if you don't know who he is, he's Dr. Akin Olowookere, but it's a particular name we call him, and I like to say him to say himself. Diblo Dombolo. Now it is complete. Diblo Dombolo. There was one time I had an interview with you, sir.
Yeah.
And I asked you what brought about that name, Diblo Dombolo.
Yeah.
So can we know what brought about that name?
Like I said the other time, you address physicians as doctors.
True.
And some men of God have decided to take several kind of appellation, apostle, war leader, and etc., bishops and whatever. As a musician, it's also common to have what you call stage name. So coming from that angle, Diblo Dombolo is my stage
Diblo
name.
Dombolo is your stage name.
And Dombolo is my own creation.
Wow.
My kind of music.
Okay, the Dombolo is a particular kind of music.
Yeah.
What kind of music is Dombolo? It's your creation.
It's my creation because I'm more or less like a fusion.
Okay.
It's a fusion, understand? And it's more of a dance hall, but that is, having schools, Makosa, hip hop, reggae, and Fuji blend, as reflected in my first single titled Dibobo.
Yeah, I've seen the video of that one.
It
was amazing. The one with Komisha Femi.
Yeah, right.
Amazing song, crazy video. If you haven't seen it, you better go and watch Dibobo. You will see my yuppie puppy daddy in that video. Now, there's a difference between Diblo Dombolo and Dr. Akin Olowookere, right? Or is it the same person?
Yeah, it's the same person, but vibrating, in different realm. You say it depends on what mode you are operating from. On the jocular terms now, you can
jocular
have...
terms. Like, I used to like this slang you are throwing at me.
Yeah.
Jocular terms.
Yeah.
I can never forget that.
Somebody can tell you, oh, hello, I'm in a shitting mode. I'm in a pissing mode. I'm in a batting mode. I'm in a sleeping mode. Or I'm in a eating mode. This connotes, different activities that will also inform different dispositions and dispensation. So if you're talking officially, that's just what to say, officially, you're going to really be talking to Dr. Akin Enoch Zerubbabel Olowookere.
Yes, that name, how could I forget Zerubbabel? His name is Zerubbabel. If you're a Christian, you know Zerubbabel in the Bible. There was a passage in the Bible that said, there is no mountain put before Zerubbabel that will not be put to plain, right, sir? Excuse me. So I'm wondering, why that Zerubbabel name, was it given to you by your parents, or you just felt, I have to be Zerubbabel?
Yeah, to be factual, you see, I was transported into the spiritual realm. I'm from here, and I was, inspired, understand, to come back to reality mode and declare the name Zerubbabel, the governor of Judah. And one thing in Yoruba language, Zerubbabel means Sherubabel.
Oh, Sherubabel.
Cause panic wherever you are.
Chai. I'm panicking right now.
You should panic, So it's Sherubabel.
Okay.
Zerubbabel. What are you, Almighty Mountain? Before Zerubbabel, you will be made plain. So I pity my enemies.
I pity my enemies too.
Yeah, I pity them.
Because I know you, so me too, Sherubabel. Even though I won't be at the name, but
you should try and name your first baby Zerubbabel. Because so many people in opposition, having confronted me on one time or the other, they are late.
Put to play.
Not late. They are late.
Are you talking? I can just run away now.
No, you're not my enemy. But if you constitute
I don't want
yourself,
to cross your path.
If you cross my path as a friend, you are blessed. It's like whoever cursed Abraham is cursed. Whether Abraham offended you or not, whoever blessed Abraham is blessed. So it is with Zerubbabel, the governor of Judah.
Well, I'm excited that I'm the one sitting near Zerubbabel, so I'm safe from
Very
getting
safe.
hurt or bumped.
Very safe.
Okay, away from that, I want to know your early stage, the earliest stage of your life. You know, people are just wondering. They don't. Before I get to the present one, I want to know how you started from your kindergarten, from when you were a child, when you were born, everything, your biography basically, the one you can tell us anyway. I'll not ask you for too much.
No, not really. You know, being alive, you know, is, I would like to categorize it into two phases. Being alive and not being conscious that you're alive is a phase. I would rather not want to, know how long it takes. It depends from, from different person. Because for me, maybe my remembrance of my consciousness will be dated back to maybe when I'm 3 to 4 years
True.
old. So I want to emphatically state that when I was a year old or 2 years old, I cannot really remember, any activities. Understand? But
Sure.
somehow, when I was maybe 4 or 5, I could date, my experiences back to maybe the age 4 or 5, when I know maybe one was in the nursery school, and then you start becoming conscious of it with the teachers in primary one, your academic prowess, understand lateness to school, being caned by teachers, 11 o'clock break time.
Caned by teachers.
It's normal.
I used to think it's only us they beat now.
No,
So the beating has started.
you people didn't receive any beating.
Ah.
You only receive.
Please disagree with you.
No.
They flogged fire.
No, you see, there's a difference between beating and cordial.
Oh,
So when you receive a cordial, I don't know whether you really know what a cordial is.
cordial. What's a
Because
cordial?
when I beat you with a little cane, or when I hit you with a iron rod, then you
That's
receive it.
beating.
That's cordial.
Oh, that's cordial.
Cordial,
That's cordial. Okay.
And that's why you see people of our own time, they imbibe discipline and are more seriously disposed.
So one more time.
Your time, you operate in a playful mode.
That's the second
See,
thing he's saying today.
Let me tell you, those days, if you are coming, if you had the full step of your dad, you disappear, you vaporize.
But it's not nice. How can you vaporize? Because
see,
it's your daddy hellfire.
When it is coming, you see the way they say spare the rod and spoil the child. The way it was interpreted then, even husbands do beat their wives in order to, contain them, and says, train a child the way he should grow, and when he grow up, it won't depart. It has become train your wife the way she should behave. When she grows up, she won't depart from it. So when
Are you telling me that you are totally in support of men spanking their wives, or you're just saying it that was what happened in the
for me, it's not really spanking. What I really say, I'm in support of is that the marital gap between the husband and the wife should be large enough for the woman to be able to look up to the man. Yeah, as a dad, an uncle, a brother, at least somebody she should look up to. Understand? Because for me, at 21, a woman is more or less moderately disposed. But men, you look at it, they are still boys at 48. Yeah, I must tell you that.
So are you a boy?
For me, I'm just 3 years old because, for me,
Did he say
zero,
that?
because 0 to 25 is morning, 25 to 50 afternoon, 51 to 75 evening.
What?
Then 75 thereafter is good night. But between 51 and ahead, the gasket may cut off, timing chain may break, water pump may cut off. So if you've recounted 50, you understand? If you start living again, between age 0 to 50, you are really struggling. But perchance you've really worked hard, working your house out. A lot of things that were impossible to you at 20, that was you living in, it's like an Alice in the Wonderland. But when you're 50 and now starting all over, you can also look, if I want to eat meat or I want what they call asu, I could just say, you and kill 3 good for me.
Wow.
And if it's alcohol, I could say, get me a carton of champagne. And if I want a ride, I could, you understand? I mean, there are a lot of things you dream about when you are a boy and when you are, starting as a man. Really, 50 onward, you can really sit back and say, oh, you don't have so much, but you have a bit of it. So when you look at it, for me, before you will become a woman's man, you'll be 50 and above.
A woman's man.
The woman's man in quote is a man who really want to be sitting at home, stay more at home than really getting fun out there. Because when your impulse is checked, when you calm down, you love the home, your mind and your heart is inclined and gravitates towards coming back home always, your wife, your kids, and that kind of a thing. But when you're in your 20s, you're in 30s, I bet you even when your wife is pregnant, or maybe there are some kids at home, you still want to, hang around, stay with your friends, watching football, going here and there. And I'm sure you are a lady, you really want to quarantine. You like to quarantine your mind right in there.
Put him inside a box.
Yeah, let him stay with you all the time.
But that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, I've had a wonderful chat with Dr. Akin Olowookere, aka Diplo Dombolo, from Mr. Zerubbabel, and you're still on House 2 TV watching Ochara. My name is still Miss Miriam. I'm going on a short break, and we will be right back. Okay everyone, welcome from that very short break. You're still watching House 2 TV and you're still on Ochara, where I get to bring you amazing guests. And today, of course, before the break, we were talking to Dr. Akin Olowookere, Diplo Dombolo himself. Zerubbabel, welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
Wow, he just called my surname. Yes, Ologun. That felt really great that you called my surname. My name is Miriam Ologun. It's a very beautiful name. I think it's better than Olowookere. It's too sharp. Ologun.
Understand which connotes a warrior. Olowookere, understand, connotes Midas touch. Understand?
I can't actually.
Everything I touch turns to gold.
I can't compete
I'm not
with
here
you.
for war.
I can use my word to color your gold.
No. I use my money to buy a weapon and I had it.
That's true. Okay, you win. You win. Okay, to the business of the day.
Yeah.
Before now, we're talking about stages of life: the morning, the evening, the afternoon. So before I ask you the question I want to ask you first, what stage of life do you belong to right now?
Well, for me, I'm just taking 3, steps into the evening of my life.
3 steps into the evening.
Yeah.
That's still early, nice.
Yeah.
You're still
this, our own era, where you're gauging technological advancement, where you're talking about, bioengineering, you say, I could buy your eye.
Why would you want to buy my eye?
Borrow your limb. I could buy the heart of a 3-year-old boy. Yeah, a lot of things, human spare parts are now available. So you're not getting, just as my name Olowookere, get money. If devoid of accidents or, force majeure, you can always get spare parts, spare mouth, spare teeth.
Spare everything.
Spare everything.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Before we talk about all the spare things,
Yeah.
putting into consideration your age,
Yeah.
3 steps into your evening. If I want to take your age and music, I'll probably expect you to be doing some old school Ebenezer Obey kind of songs. And what's the name of this other man?
God
Osadebe.
will not allow you to remember.
Osadebe and co. But you're doing our kind of song. I say I mean the 21st century kind of songs. And I'm wondering, the evening stage and 21st century kind of songs, what brought you, or what made you do music at this age?
Well, for me, living is actually trying to live out your dreams, your vision. And I say, as it is today, you are proposing many things that you are not yet disposed to. And when people say man proposes and God disposes, it is also man proposes, circumstances, time and season, age, understand also disposes. Somebody who is musically inclined must have been inborn and inbred. Understand, the time for manifestation, either on part-time basis or on full-time basis, will depend on disposition.
Okay.
Understand? And for me, music is universal. Understand? For me, I want to define it as an organized noise.
Organized
Yeah.
Organized noise.
Organized
I like
noise.
that.
Yeah, it's an organized noise. Every sound is a sound. There's a kind of science that starts, sounding like, a mosquito now, you start picking a race. And if I start sounding like a dangogo, you understand, then
What's
you
a
just,
dangogo?
you can't really get that.
Where does he get all these things from?
Yeah.
The dangogo.
There's a spirit of music that involves lamba, gingering you to swagger,
See?
or swaggering you back to
You see why I call him
So
the
everybody
yuppie,
can
hoppy daddy? He's just all over the place,
Wow.
and he drives me totally crazy.
Why do you really think it takes, the youth to be alive? The youth are coming up. They are yet to get to the Edo. And as on top of the mountain peak, there is joy, there is pleasure, there is comfort. You are still a suffering little girl.
I am small
You
picking
need
like
an
me.
inbreeding from me. Understand? To really get
I'm not arguing.
the deals of Emma.
I'm not arguing with you.
Let's
But I
not
think,
argue.
do you have a record label, sir?
Yeah.
You have a
House
record
to
label.
records.
House to records. And how many artists do you have under the record label?
Innumerable. I can't even remember.
Come and sign me. I'm a very talented person. Can sing, I can dance.
You don't even need
Please,
to
viewers,
apply.
let me apply. I can sing, I can dance, I can do anything.
You don't need to apply. Just come for auditioning. You're good to go. Even if you don't know how to do any, we bring it out in you. Everybody that makes a sound is a musician. And everybody that can shake his or her head is a dancer.
I'm an amazing dancer. I'm a professional dancer.
Who is not a professional?
No, I'm
The
shaking
baby
my head.
kicking on the bed. He's the baby not dancing.
Okay, now you have a record label, you have innumerable artists. How many songs have you done on your own?
Well, to be precise, now well over 200 tracks.
200!
Yeah.
How do you find time to do songs and do politics? Now, I'm going to politics right now because I know, and I'm going to vote for you, don't worry. He's going to be the next governor of Ondo State. I know that. I can feel it. The inspiration is
By
coming.
the grace of God.
By the grace of God. So vote Dr. Olowookere. Okay, let me do it with the campaign. Back to politics. How do you combine politics and music?
Do you know, to be factual, music is a political tool.
Yeah?
Because when you're talking about communication, what you could render through music will hardly be communicated through any other medium. And when it comes to assimilation and arresting attention, music is, the tool. If you are endowed that your philosophy could be reduced to musical lyrics, and you could render it, understand, on a beat that is universal, understand, you will find it really easy to talk to everybody in the world, understand, and very fast enough. I'm also an author. I'm a writer.
It's
so,
obvious.
yeah, because where the books I authored will not be in the next 100 years, the music I'm coming out right now from the studio,
Places.
understand, sent through WhatsApp to some other friends who hit the whole group.
And it keeps going, funny enough.
And yeah, we hit the whole group. So, for me, if you look at political campaign all over the world in history, music plays prominent role.
Significant role.
Some of good orators who are also, musically inclined, they will use music to blend and garnish their presentation in order to sway, the eras.
So
of
do you
their
do you
audience.
do you do you sing? Do you do political music since you're linking music and politics together?
Yeah, because you see, why politics is a tool that informs or a legal means of getting involved in secular administration. If you are endowed, you have a burning desire, and if you're a born leader or a trained leader, and you really want to get to a point whereby you could exercise authority to make a change, definitely you have to pass through the rungs of politics. And again, like I said, if you are a communicator, for instance, if you're a philosopher, either a trained philosopher or a born philosopher, and you are able to render your philosophy into the musical lyrics, you will be celebrated, and your philosophy will really go far and wide. You look at Fela, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and so many people that really send out good messages through songs. Your guess is as good as mine. Even in religion, You look at the hymn book. A lot of spiritual, divine truths are communicated through music, and people remember them easily or they sing along, and it sinks in. So for me, music and politics are interwoven. They are intertwined. You know.
Music and politics are intertwined. So
Yeah.
you're telling me that it's basically easy for you to do music and do politics at the same time.
Look, I've just told you, politics is a legitimate, you understand, machinery for administration.
I mean, is it easy for you? Do you just find it easy? Is it something you just...
Because I just mentioned they are intertwined. Because if you are musically inclined, understand, it stands you taller than somebody who is politicking without having a musical, understand, endowment. I just told you, as an orator, if you are also a musician, you can really sway your audience. By the time you're preaching, sending out your message, and you're also, garnishing it musically, you can really arrest them and keep them concentrated for quite a long while. Yeah. So for me, having been so endowed that I could actually hold the mic and start rapping out my message, understand, on the beat, it makes it easy for me to communicate. You understand? And for me, I'm an inspirational singer or a motivational singer, and what I do is who are the targeted audience? Somebody like you, the youth, who's yet not, a dry bone. So if I must try to talk to you, I must render my message in the dancehall, because at your age, your impulse.
We want to listen to songs
Understand?
like that.
I watch your vibration, and I look at your frequency, and I use that to actually form a trapping for you.
For the
So
youths.
when I eat out, you understand, on the Makosa beat,
Shy.
yeah, you start jumping like a monkey. You understand, before you even hear me. By the time I start eating you with ad messages, you're already dancing. You are forced to listen to me.
And even
At the
sing
end of the-
along.
Yeah, sing along, and then my message is
It's
communicated.
still communicated.
I'm not communicating to people who are dumb, who have crossed over, like I said, evening and going to good night. Some of them, even when they get the message, they're not going to do anything about it. But I'm talking to people who are in their teens,
That are young.
who are in their
That are just
adolescence. Yeah, I can really get a chunk of their life for them to redeem time and for them to repackage themselves into productivity. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I was going to talk about the youth, but since you already mentioned it, and if you started with us, you will discover, or you will agree with me, that he's an amazing family man, because we talked relationship. And I've met his daughter. She's totally very sweet. You know she's sweet, right? Your daughter, your little girl. I love that little girl. He's an amazing dad. He's a great motivational speaker. He's an artist. He's and of course, he's a politician. He is all in one. But there's still one thing I want you to do for me. Now, gathering all these things together, I noticed that you really love the youth. So before we leave today, I need you to say something to the youth. Because when people say they love the youth, they mostly use the youth for their campaign or for their own personal interest. And I want you to talk to the youth and other nice people out there that are using the youth for other things, because we really need to pass a message.
Let's balance it. The youths are using the oldies. The oldies are also using the youth.
Yeah, but
You know,
they're using
in
us
an
for-
no. In an ecosystem, I'm slaving for you. You see, my forefathers, the people before me, some of them shed their blood for the comfort I enjoy today. Those that I'm here, I decided to leave the world better than I married. So for me, I'm going to slave for my children, and my children are going to slave for their own children. So when you look at it, God has, in His infinite mercy, allowed 50 to 75 to be, 25 to 50 to be, 0 to 25 to be. The Yoruba they says, Olowookere to prepare, that is a small child hand. Is not, long enough to reach, an height, and the elderly man's hand is too big to enter into a gap. So that means everybody has a relevance. We need each other.
Okay.
So we shouldn't abuse each other. We shouldn't take advantage of one another. We shouldn't oppress one another. For me, to hang around with the youth is being alive. For me, I have secrets to life. You are as old as the person that is keeping your company. You think like them, they affect you. Because motion itself, when you say you are getting old, motion is diminishing. And what happens in the grave, there's no vibration. The motion has turned to 0. So if you really want to get going, and you really want to enjoy your life, you really want to be alive, you just have to stay and hang around with people who are alive. Now, when you talk about vibrancy, you can take that away from the youth. I watch a lot of, where I call them fools in quotes, understand? Some of them are not even up to 40, say, Oji Daga, area Mode. And I know the kind of a thing, they are not yet dead, but they are consigning themselves into the grave. When age is a number, it has nothing to do with it. I just said it. Some people are dead at 25. Some
Very
people
true.
eat the evening of their life, their sunset at 30. And some people at 100, they are
They're
still,
still bubbling.
and there are some people at 80, they drive themselves,
Yeah.
they still move around.
Yeah.
Everybody is differently endowed. You just have to listen to yourself, watch yourself, and really be positioned that every good thing that inform you, you're going to download yourself, you're not going to go back to your grave taking anything back. Get yourself squeezed out in all ramifications. So for me, it's not a question of being young or being old, it's a question of being alive. And you just have to spread yourself and make sure you're
make sure
relevant
you fit
and
in.
you touch everything
Everywhere.
that is positively touchable. Shun abuses, shun lies, shun deceit, shun oppression. You understand? Shun cajoling. Everything that informs dishonesty, idleness, laziness, slothfulness, all those things that does not end up being productive will never really allow you to enjoy or be the best or have the best for your life. As somebody who call yourself a youth, minus your present age from 75, and you can be numbering your days alright. And then you can be purposeful and say, devoid of force majeure, devoid of accident, you will be able to make the best of opportunity. And I just mentioned something earlier on that technologically, we have bioengineering, that now human being spare parts are available for purchase.
Yes.
In all getting, as a young man,
You
a
said
young
that.
girl, work hard, save your money so that the Yoruba say "Aragbelaye," that is life. Even the Bible says money answers to so many things and can elongate life, can keep life keep going. These days now you see 60-year-old women looking yuppie. You see a 20-year-old girl that is not well
Like
kept,
my great-grandmother.
that is worn and me, is suffering. Understand? So it depends on what you are, how you package yourself. And so for me, like I told you, I could buy your eye, buy your nose.
I don't want you to buy
your
my
teeth.
eye. I need these eyes. I really need my
And
eye.
if your own is not for sale, somebody says it's for sale.
But definitely not my eye. Don't think of my eye. Okay, I love everything you've talked about.
Yeah.
You're amazing. I respect you. I basically just adore you. You are a wonderful person.
Thank you.
You have, in fact, I don't want to say you're not old. You are a man that has stretched and you've accepted everything and everyone, and I appreciate you for that. And I want to thank you for everything you're doing.
One thing, please, let me give this to the youth.
Okay.
Life is about you. You don't have to agree with what life is offering you if that is not exactly what you want. You're going to fire it out. Some people who are Christian will remember the story of Hezekiah, when God actually sent the prophet to declare his DOD, date of death. He wrestled with God and refuses it. And there was a change. Jacob wrestled with an angel even when there was a dislocation.
Yeah.
Imagine the pain of dislocation. He tarried purposefully. You look at the woman with the issue of blood, weak, understand, hemorrhage, and yet humanity, some people elbow her, some people push her, but she held on to the hem of the garment, and she got. That is just a little bit of scenario to paint to really show you what life is all about. So as a young person, if you are focused on determining, don't take no for an answer, and you must develop the power of recognition. You should know when your angels are passing by. You should hold them tight. In fact, you rescue them to victory. You've got to get what you need. And that's it. And that's why youth, watch out for relationship. Relationship will make you or mar you. You must measure it in terms of value addition. Is this relationship adding value to whether it's parental, whether it is, to sibling, whatever. A relationship is a relationship. Does it add value to you? Is it value addition or value minus? You have to know it. But yet, if it is value addition, is somebody else crying? Is it at the expense of somebody, at the injury of somebody? So you have to balance it. with this, whatever you sow, you will surely reap.
Definitely.
So that means the youth should take a little cue from what I've just said and not take no for failure. Yes to success. They must, press hard and press on.
Keep pressing hard. Keep pressing
Don't say I'm too old. Some people is victory in Maureen. Some Babade Farati was a governor at 70.
Yeah.
Some had it at 30 something. So, you understand? So a man's hour differs, but never give up, never surrender. That's
Never
it.
give up,
Never
never surrender. Don't
Right.
ever forget that is coming from Dr. Akin Olowookere. I would have told him to play us the mouse organ, but I don't think he's here with it today. So next time, sir, please come with it because I want you to do some fifi for all of us so we can all listen. Wow. You will agree with me that was wonderful, amazing chat. We just said he wanted to buy my eye, but I'm sure he has changed his mind. No selling of eye, not my eye anyway. And I want to thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you for watching House 2 TV, and thank you for watching Ochara, and thank you for watching that beautiful and amazing man that talked to us today. You youth, don't give up. And don't take no for an answer, especially when you know what you want to do is right. Up until next time, when Ochara will be coming your way, I'm still Mary Olowookere. I'm your host, and I'm saying bye.